feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now.
Hi everyone, welcome. If you are new here, I'm so happy to have you. If you're my previous subscribers, welcome my little astronaut. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about today is COVID-19, where we had it into the COVID-19 tower update. We're going to be touching on, will there be another wave? Will there be vaccines? How is that going to go? Are we going to get out of this soon? How long are we looking at? I'll be also be updating you guys on what I got previously in my other readings, as well as and comparing it to what we will be getting today. Again, if you are new here, welcome. I love you guys. Thank you for joining. Check the description below. Everything will be listed there for you as well. You guys can just jump to different parts at different times. They will be time stamped. I will go through some topics now before we do jump in. This should be in live stream on August 28, 2021 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to book a reading with me, just check the description below. You can book a reading with me down. Here are some quick disclaimers on your screen. Please keep in mind that this video is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a practicing medical professional. That I'm not responsible for anything you do outside of this video. All right, guys. Hello, Flora. Hello, Doris. Thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. If you are new here, please check out my other channel, What a Tarot. This should be a great way for you to be able to ask any questions, like what will happen in the potential future, or what will happen in our past, have we went a different route. Or I will be looking at other timelines, some different realities that we didn't realize here, but other versions of ourselves have experienced. For example, what would have happened had Rome existed today in 2021, right? Just hypothetical, but you guys can rest assured that possibilities like this can never occur, but it's always good to wonder, so to speak. So if you are interested, this will be linked put in the description below, of course, if you are indeed interested. I just want to put some quick other disclaimers as well. I will be doing very soon, I'll be teaching you guys how to read intuitive class. So definitely stay tuned for that. I will definitely upload a video specifically pertaining to that video. Anyway, let's jump in. I really don't have anything else to add. All right, anyway, let's do this. And then right after this slide, if you are new here, we're going to do the native curse on a president elected in the year of Zero. We had many presidents have some sort of assassination, die in office, and they were normally elected in the year of Zero. This was a curse put on by Native Americans due to the mistreatment. So if you are interested in that, let me know. I will be going live after this video ends. Oh, hi, Anna. Hello, I'm old. Will you please slow down the disclaimers? Hi, welcome, Anna. Yeah, of course, love. Of course, I can do that for you. I know we just put them on quickly, just to kind of get through. But if you like to just read that quickly, you can. Let me jump into the main part of today's video, where she's going to be talking about will there be another wave. But briefly, while she's reading this, I assume you're done, but let me know. This is just for entertainment purposes only, and for education purposes only as well. And here's without a disclaimer: all information I give during this recording should be my intuition, my understanding, downloads information from the higher power. And of course, please know that when I read tarot, my intuition and what gives the cards its meaning, and not Google. Before I do any readings that I do have an opinion about it, I will always tell you guys ahead of time. All right, guys, let's jump in. I hope that was helpful for you. You got it? Perfect, Anna. Glad. All right, so for the main part of today's video, we're going to talk about COVID and giving you an update. Quickly, before we do that, I want to talk about what I got previously in my other readings as far as October of last year. Okay, so you guys may have remembered I mentioned this many times on my channel that there was going to be about 3 waves. We're about to enter into the 4th one, and I said that the 4th one was going to happen if we didn't listen and take vaccine, wear masks, and we're going to experience the 4th one, which is going to be really deadly. And it's only going to be deadly toward young people, my generation specifically, where it's not going to be the virus itself that kills people. It's going to be the virus that makes their immunity start attacking the person's body, which ends up killing them. So they actually die from their immune system rather than the actual virus itself. And that is what makes it more dangerous. So I saw that. That's what I got. I also said that in April of 2021 that there was going to be releasing of new information about brand new potential vaccine. Turned out there are brand new potential vaccine that came out in April, not in terms publicly, but be able to be used publicly in terms of speaking wise. But they did release data and names on the new viruses and the new vaccine, not the viruses, but vaccines. And they're potentially able to release the fourth one, which is going to come in the fourth quarter. So we'll take a look at that as well. It's made of moth cells. My guy specifically told me to hold off on getting vaccinated until the fourth one, once the fourth one is coming. So I plan on getting vaccinated. But other than that, that's all that else that I've seen. So let's kind of get an update, shall we? And if you have questions about COVID, please put them in the live chat now. Okay? All right, let's start. All right, so Spears and Ansel, please tell me, please just give me a generic update. This is a generic update. With COVID-19 raised in the United States across the world with high infection rate, where do we stand as a country and the world? Where do we stand? Where do we stand? Oh, glad you're waiting too, Doris. Me and you twins, right? Oh, okay. And what else? Where do we stand in the world watches as COVID cases rises across the world? Okay. Okay. The card that goes upright, where the Three of Swords crosses. So what is the challenge to the Three of Swords? What is the Three of Swords challenge in? Okay, thank you. Let's see. Strength. All right, perfect. All right, so in the past year, we have 3 vaccines that come out, right? But because of misinformation that's being spread about these 3 vaccines or different vaccine brands, such as Pfizer, Moderna, and Johnson & Johnson, when this new one comes out, people are going to refuse to take that vaccine. They're going to say, oh, there wasn't enough scientific proof or backing behind it. But actually, that's actually not the case. The fourth one is going to be the best one, and that's what my guys told me. The fourth one is going to be the best one because it's more scientifically looked at. So they're taking basically the first 3 were trials, basically. So what they were trials for is, okay, how are the people going to respond? What are issues? And what they were doing is they were perfecting this new vaccine to make it so there isn't any sort of misinformation about it. So that is what I saw in the past. That was the motive behind that vaccine. What we have here as well, the challenge is the strength of the people, the strength of the world, the 3 waves. The 3 waves devastated many parts of the world, from India to the United States to Italy to UK and Brazil and all other areas. It had ravished a lot of us, right? That is what I'm seeing. That's the challenge here. And the challenge that was upright, the card that was challenged by the Three of Swords, it's the strength. The strength of the people. Can they go on longer than what it had been initially intended, right? That is the main part of the reading today. This is a generic bird-eye view on everything that was going to happen in the potential future. Now, please keep in mind that nothing is set in stone, that we can always wish for the best outcome, right? That's what I'm sensing here. In the future, though, we do have here, it feels like there isn't going to be as much pushback anymore. There isn't going to be that target war type hole. It almost feels like once this new vaccine comes out, there's going to be like calmness, stillness. And it almost feels like people are like, I'm just done with it. Like, let's just breathe. And I feel like more people are going to do actual research than actually take research from a doctor who claims to be a doctor on YouTube. Right? It feels like people are going to start to take this thing a lot more seriously. And because of this new vaccine, I sense it. I'm sensing energy that we're going to come out of it. We're going to come out of it soon. And this is the Ace of Swords here. Now, soon could definitely mean next year. Could be a couple of years. But we are going to come out of it. We're on our way there. We're more likely to come out of it than we are to be in it. So that's what I'm sensing around here. So this is a generic type view here. Again, we have the Ace of Pentacles. People are really giving it all. I feel like because of the first 3 vaccines, they really set the stage for the fourth one. The reason why the fourth one is going to be very special, again, like I said, is that it feels like the 3 were trials, and anything sort of misinformation from microchip to all them, all those different issues are going to be almost like non-existent for the fourth one, because they don't have much to say on it. It feels like a lot of people won't have much to say about it. Maybe potentially there's some sort of lawsuit that comes out. Maybe going after these people, and they won't be as openly speaking out against these viruses or vaccines. So that's what I'm sensing in terms of the generic view on what's going to happen. It's 10-10, by the way, with 10 subscribers. 10 people watching, so that's interesting. Hello, Clarence. What's up, love? Hello, Doris. Welcome back. Can we catch the bad virus, G? What do you mean, Anna? I don't know what you mean by that. So while we're waiting for your question, let's talk about Doris. What country will bring that vaccine? Let's see. What country will bring that vaccine, Spears Angel? What country will receive the fourth vaccine? And I know my country specifically talks about United States with the fourth vaccine, so just kind of take that with a grain of salt. Your country might offer it as well, but it could also be in a different name. So definitely do your research. What country is going to offer it? Okay. Oh, shit, I just dropped something, but I'll worry about that later. We're going to get the whole 100 flags here. It's a little game. So let's just ask what country's going to come up. Most likely, it's not going to be like a foreign country from Middle East. More likely from Western civilization, what I'm feeling. So we'll keep going until we get a Western country. Spears Angel, please tell me where will this fourth vaccine originate from, or what country will be the first one to receive it? Hello, Mindset Lorraine. What's up, love? Oh, thank you, Google. I really appreciate it. Love you. What country will receive it? Okay. Slovenia and Albania. So that's right in the same area to Albania, Slovenia. I feel like this might be a Russian vaccine, potentially. This is only for Europe. So this might be a European one. So maybe look at that as well. We have here flag, Lebanon and Malaysia. So I think this is, if I'm correct, this might be in Australia is. So these are different countries. So countries like Australia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, India, Australia, and New Zealand. This will be the area. As for Eastern Europe, they will get the fourth vaccine. So I guess it's giving me different parts of the world. It's okay, Anna. It's okay, love. You're just new here. What else? Any other areas? Okay, give me one card, please. It'll be like anything like the United States, potentially. Okay, so we have Portugal and Cambodia. Where's Cambodia? Oh, Cambodia is again in Indonesia, right next to Indonesia. So that's right next to Vietnam. So again, it's kind of the same area confirmation, as well as Portugal. So Portugal and Spain and France are most likely to get the fourth vaccine. And what else? We have the Netherlands, again, another Europe one. We also have Panama, which is Central America. So Guatemala and what other countries are over there? South Mexico, Cuba, Puerto Rico. So if Puerto Rico is in that area, it's telling me the United States is going to have it as well. So the United States, I will put that in there as well. We have here Finland and Bangladesh, which is right where India is as well. And this is Finland is next to Russia. So confirmation. So it really points to more of Eastern Europe. It's going to receive some parts of Western Europe. Definitely Southern Asia in terms of where Australia is, and Central America. So it seems like to be the poor countries first that's going to receive it. Potentially, their goal might be to try to tackle it in those countries first before it goes to the rich countries. We have here Turkey and Bahrain. I don't know what Bahrain is, but I know where Turkey is. So this is, again, I feel like it's going to go towards war-torn countries to kind of stop the spread so it doesn't spread to rich countries as well. What else? Any last-minute cards? Again, you don't have any major countries here. One last card, please. Who else is going to release the fourth vaccine? Again, the only major country we have here is Russia and the United States. So, and Australia. We have here Malta, which is an island, and Croatia, which is again in Eastern Europe. And then we have here Ecuador and Slovakia. Again, I feel like Eastern Europe is really where it is right now. And I feel like they're really going for the small nations first to kind of get them settled before any major ones particularly. So we have here, we have the 3 of Wands. I feel like they're going again to war-torn countries So they're going to try to tackle it in there. I feel like they're going to change an initiative instead of doing the rich countries first. It's going to go to the poor people first, which is a good mindset to have. In the middle here, we have is the 2 of cups upright, while the 3 of cups are reversed. Again, this is reverse card, so that means that 2 cups are down and 3 cups are upright. And what this is telling me is that although we have 3 major waves that happened, and it took out a lot of countries and took a lot of the morale away from it, they have about 3 more chances to step up, 3 more chances to really get it in. So I do feel like there's going to be 2 brand new vaccines that's going to come out to those particular areas. Potentially, United States might have a total of 5 different vaccine brands. So will Russia, so will Australia, New Zealand, all those type of countries as well. Again, here we also have here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 reverse. We won't have about 7 per country, but most countries will have on average around 4 to 5 different vaccine brands. So kind of just take one that you feel drawn to, that you feel like will be very beneficial. Again, I do see here most countries will have 4. Most will have 4, but one of them is going to really be the one that's going to end the virus. Just make sure you choose the right one. And the way I tell you to do that is every vaccine works differently with each individual's body. Trying to get to know what vaccine will work better with you. And the best way to know that is kind of sit down, have the printed one in a picture on the floor, and kind of have your energy and close your eyes and kind of feel drawn to whatever one you feel drawn to, that's the one where your body is supposed to have. So try to do that in terms of making your decision if that's something you want. Again, I'm not a medical practitioner. Okay. So Anna, you're asking if we can catch it through airborne. So let's just quickly ask if COVID has become airborne. Let's just see. Is COVID-19 airborne? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is COVID-19 airborne? Okay. Okay, we have a lot of challenges here, so let's just kind of take a look. So we have here as well as we have the 2 of swords upright, right? The challenge is we don't know exactly how we can get infected with this, right? We don't know if it's through touch, through water, through air. We don't really know specifically. And it's crossed by here 3. So I feel like there's 3 different elements in which COVID can be transmitted. Potentially one of them could be water contaminants. Another one could be through air. And another one could be earth as well. It could be earth as in food. So I am sensing that it could be through 3 different ways that COVID-19 could be spread. Again, I'm not a medical professional, so it's just for entertainment purposes only. For the other one here as well is that will we catch this through our eyes? This is the future. The future is being challenged by victory. And so the fact that it's being challenged is telling me that there is a sense here that it's more water, a water contaminant, and more earth. So more food-wise and more water is more likely where you're going to get COVID or contract it rather than physically through air. So no, I don't really see it through air-wise. There's no element of air here. Just swords, wands, and cups, really. Then we have here the 10 of wands. No, the answer is no. No, you can't get it through the air. Pinky, the virus is transmitted through droplets produced by coughing and sneezing. The virus can also live on surfaces. That's why masks are recommended. Yes, 100%. So it's like a water molecule is what I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, that's completely right. So will we be getting boosters? And I spoke about this before that we are going to get boosters a long time ago, and I couldn't understand why. It almost feels like there's an upgrade. Like almost like you go get a device. In order to use the device, you have to update it to the most updated element or animation wise you could be able to use to be able to be the most effective, right? So again, that's we did get there were going to be boosters, and will it be one and done? No, I didn't see that. I saw more than one booster. So let's just kind of take a quick look. Will we be getting more boosters? Spirit Angel, tell me how many boosters will there be total? Okay, it's not going to be one. It's not going to be one because we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And it feels like the Emperor here, that a lot of people are going to not listen. Which, I mean, by all means, do what you feel is necessary. But it feels like because of that, there's going to be a lot of boosters. But particularly for most people, it's going to be 2 boosters. But for other countries, particularly where you are in terms of location-wise, there might be more. more than 2. So it really depends. I do feel like, yes, there could be more than 1, but the minimum will be 2. Okay. Hello, Nymph. Kai, you must be new here. Welcome, love. What kind of questions may you ask? You can ask anything, particularly when I do anything on videos. I really want them to be very tailored to today's topic of today's video. So I hope that you can be able to do just that. Okay, with those who have COVID, is the immunity gained from it more effective than the vaccine itself? That's actually a good question. All right, so let's see. Just give me a moment. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to take a nice epic, and I'm going to cover this question. And again, if you guys have any, if you want to know how to submit my question or submit question on a video topic, I'll show you here how to do it. Have you ever wondered how you can submit a question or a video request? Well, I will show you in this commercial how you can do that. So you go to my channel, you click on any of my uploads or any recent videos that you may see, and you go to the description. As you can clearly see, I already clicked on a previous video. You scroll down and you click right here where it says submit your question, topic, or video request here. You can also add in links and information that you would like to add in. You can ask at least 10 and you can keep resubmitting as many as you would like. You'll click that link and it will take you to my website. And this is what my website looks like. You can book a reading with me. You can find me email, other information along with my YouTube channel. You will click submit your video request here and you will click on that. And it will take you to a Google form where you guys can fill out and be able to put all your questions here. So thank you all for coming, and I'll just turn you right back to your content right now. Okay, so when I cover the question real quickly before we do, I want to ask the question for you guys specifically. This is an intuition test. And take my hand, remember this is my right hand, and I want you to look at my right hand and feel the energy of what crystal I'm picking up. What crystal am I holding right now? Now, this is off screen, so you won't see the crystal until I reveal the crystal. What color is it? What shape is it? Is it a cluster? Is it a geode? Is it a circle? Is it a palm zone? Is it a triangle? Whatever it is. Close your eyes right now and imagine this crystal, the color, the shape, the view. How did it feel? What did it look like? The energy. Sometimes some of you guys may not be able to sense the energy, not particularly because your intuition is not strong, but maybe because you never ever got to actually touch the crystal experience with it. So just take it with a grain of salt, but this is a very effective way of strengthening your intuition. I'll give you a moment, then I'm going to answer the question for Nymph. Okay, guys, if you need more time, pause the video right now. I'm about to reveal it. This is one of the crystals that I brought. This is orange calcite crystal from UK, China. Now, it looks a lot better if I were to actually put a nice photo on it. Now, it does not look as good as it does on camera, but nonetheless, it looks really cool. It looks really sick. It's a nice cluster with nice points. Again, this is orange calcite from UK, China. So if you got that right, congratulations. Okay, so with those who had COVID, is the immunity gained from it more effective than the vaccine itself? And I'm going to explain this to you in a way that I explained to many times on my channel from what I got from intuition-wise and what my guys have downloaded. That I've said the vaccine works the same exact way as the immunity itself. Basically meaning that when you get a vaccine or a virus, and whatever level it is. So, example, the best way I can explain is kind of think of it as a technological device. So, think about it like an iPhone, right? You have an update, right? You have iOS 11.10, right? That's the iOS, right? But you're only allowed to use apps or applications or other services that accept that update or whatever number that is. However, if you want to get the most updated and most advanced, you have to update it to 11.11 iOS. Right, so the same thing. So immunity only allows you to be immune from the vaccine or the virus that initially is meant to fight in, or is the virus itself. So just say you got the variant, the original COVID-19 variant. You're only immune to that variant. You're not immune to any others. Same thing with the vaccine. But the difference between the vaccine is that it allows you to not only be immune to the variant, but be able to be less exposed to the potential symptom that it can give you. It allows the body to fight it, but the potential chance for you to be able to not end up in a hospital as if you only have immunity. So there is a sense here that that's how I got that. Excuse me, that's how I got that. That's what my guys gave me. But the immunity comes more so from the only variant that it protects you from. It doesn't protect you. Just say you got the original. It doesn't protect you from Delta because Delta is a mutated virus that's not from the original. It may come from the original, but doesn't mean it has the original signature, right? You know, one blueprint can't cancel out the other blueprint. There's two different buildings, right? There's two very different viruses. So kind of think about it like this way. The original was a square and the other one's a triangle. Delta is a triangle. They don't fit, right? Because they can't cancel each other out because they're two very different variants. Therefore, you're not effective immunity and virus vaccines don't work against new ones until you get a booster shot. That's why there's a booster shot, because there's an updated blueprint, an update to what already is. So I hope that makes a little more sense now. That's what I got. That's what I said in my video. That was a little bit summed up. Thank you. So I hope that makes a little more sense now. All right, anyway, let's jump in. Let's see, will there be another wave? Let's see, will there be a fourth wave? And yeah, I got sidetracked. Sorry, guys. Spirit Angel, please tell me, will there be a fourth wave? Okay, so we have the time. We can leave this out again. This card comes up a lot. This is my COVID card. We're going to have a fourth wave. You see here, everybody have 3. We're about to go through the fourth one now, or it's about to come up. What else do we need to know about this fourth one? Okay, so we have here in the past, we had a possibility to avoid the fourth wave, but because a lot of us didn't listen and because of misinformation, because it's not a lot of people's fault when there's misinformation, it does feel like the fourth wave right now is starting to occur. Again, this is just for entertainment purposes only, right? And it almost feels like it's imminent. It's going to happen because we're not transitioning, right? This is a very spiritual virus. It's going to transition us to the next phase in life. And we have here, that is in the present, that is what is occurring right now. In the future here, we have as well is that you can kind of see here that there's 2 down. So we already passed 2 big waves for most countries. A lot of countries are about to go into the third one. For us, as the United States, we're going to go into the fourth one or third one quickly. Thank you, Doris. I'm glad it makes sense. And NIMP. So it feels like as if like a lot of what is going on in terms of experience-wise is that there are potential realities where we can have more than 4 waves, right? And it feels like the world as a whole hasn't recovered, and therefore the world needs to become more unified. And when the world becomes more unified, that's when we're going to come out of this. So it's going to take a little while. So if you want to know how you're going to be able to, get out of this and, stuff like that, pray and send love and energy to the universe so the universe can allow it to get out of it, right? We need to become more collective. We need to become one. Again, this virus is so important for our evolution as humans because opposed to transition is extended to the 5th dimension. So again, send that energy of unity among us and you will be able to receive that. We have the magician. We have the power to stop it, but a lot of us are not enabling it. A lot of you guys are manifestors, and it's on us because we know our ability, we know who we are. We need to be able to send that energy out so that we can be able to end it early. That's up to you. That's not up to me. That's up to us as a collective. But we have the power. We have the ability. So make sure you use it wisely. At the bottom of here, we have the King of Pentacles. Again, I do feel like there is another wave potentially for the United States. They may have considered a small baby blip, but not a wave. So we're going to be entering into our third wave, or we're going to be entering the fourth wave. It really depends on how people really perceive that. So it really depends. But we also have here again King of Pentacles. It's telling me here that there's going to be another stimulus package coming. I do feel that as well. We have here as well, we have the Ace of Pentacles, a stimulus check. So it's telling me that there's a fourth wave coming. So expect another stimulus check. If you had it years ago, I'm not sure what you mean, Flora. NIMP. Are we heading toward a more green future because of COVID? That's actually a good question. I spoke about this before on my New Year's Eve prediction video with Kim from Interview. I talked about Africa being the center of the revolution, the next revolution. So let's just take a quick look with COVID and kind of see what COVID is in terms of the green revolution. If you're not aware what the green revolution is, it's more green economy, so to speak. Also be aware of the fake green economy. For example, Coca-Cola changing the colors on the Coke bottle from red to green. A lot of companies are doing it. A lot of other companies as well are saying, "Oh, use my bottle, use my product is made from wood or paper," but a lot of that paper isn't actually real. A lot of those papers are actually with plastic bottles inside them that are, marketing incorrectly or giving false advertisement. Another one is, and I really don't do this as well. I don't donate clothes to these type of companies, but a lot of companies are asking for people from jeans, products, shirts, t-shirts. They're asking for those products, but you get really nothing in return. And the reason for that is that you're giving them free material for them to sell back to you at higher prices. So they're actually benefiting from it rather than actually helping Earth. So really, it does not help. That's not the green economy. They're just fooling you. Actually, I don't know if you know this as well. Recycling. We'll talk about this on my channel as well, potentially soon, about how recycling isn't always being recycled. So plastic, for example, is not recycled. Most plastic are not recyclable. Just want to let you know that now. A lot of recycling companies been advertising, even schools and education, that ingrained people believing that companies are actually trying to recycle, but a lot of those plastics aren't recycling, so they just go right into the garbage dump and they sit there rotting for years, even don't even like deteriorate. So a lot of your plastic, again, don't deteriorate. So make sure you understand what kind of plastic that you have and what you're using and stuff like that. Anyway, let's jump back into it. Let's ask the question, are we heading toward a more green future because of COVID? Yeah. Okay. Okay, we have the two cards at the bottom of the deck. So let's just kind of put this out here. Let me turn on the light so you can see it. We have here in the center here is we have the Knight of Pentacles, right? This is the economy card, right? We're talking about the economy. And a lot of what COVID-19 is, it's supposed to change a lot of things. It's supposed to change the way that we do. And it's supposed to put, retail stores. People are like, oh, retail stores, you can't go to retail or, buy clothes. Part of that is that a lot of those stores, supermarkets, take up a lot of space. And therefore, a lot of those spaces are supposed to be meant for housing or animals, particularly. They're supposed to be animal land or land for the animals, and yet we use them for supermarkets and unnecessary needs. That's why the e-commerce economy is becoming more popular than ever. We have here in the past, the things that were happening, the things that we used to do in the past are going to start to collapse. A lot of the old system is going to start to fall, and that's in the past. Right? So Ronald Reaganism, a lot of things are going to start to collapse, where you give money to the top and hope that a trickle-down economy is going to come to an end. We have here in the future, though, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and it tells me that there's a long way for us to go, but it's the first step in the right direction, right? We have here as well as we have the Ten of Cups, right? Good future, good fortune coming our way. We're all going to be a lot happier. You can kind of see the kids are jumping. Here are the two parents. I've sensed it in a potential future as well because of COVID. And I really feel very empathic and feel very strongly. So I'm actually crying for a little bit because of how beautiful this actually is. A lot of people don't realize how gorgeous and beautiful this really is. And so what I'm sensing is for the first time in history, people will actually be in love with one another. Really, because most people back then were told that, in order for you to be able to own a house, for a woman to own a house, open up her own bank account, she needed to be married and be able to have a husband. In our timeline, we no longer need that. Women can be independent on their own. And what I'm sensing is that although people are getting married later, they're going to be a lot happier. They're going to be a lot more financially stable. Families are no longer going to experience as many traumas or childhood traumas as many of us have experienced in our lifetimes. I do feel like because of mental health, because this is all coming from COVID, by the way, mental health is going to become a cornerstone of a lot of families, and therefore a lot of people are going to get the help that they need. That means that school shooters and stuff like that are going to start to die down because people are going to get the help that they need. I'm also sensing as well that family will become the norm. So family values are going to become very important for a lot of people. By family values, I mean spending time with your children and going on vacation. So I'm sensing that America is going to start to change into a more societal vacation type, more work-life balance is going to become more important than ever. I am sensing that with the next generation, my generation specifically, is going to bring a lot of the change because of COVID. Again, remember, I was born right into the 9/11 attack. When I was 8 years old, we had the Great Recession. Then we had the pandemic, and then we're going to have the economic collapse. So there's a lot of change here that's coming. And because of that change, it's going to bring a lot of happiness to a lot of people, right? I am sensing here a lot of people are going to be at home for the very first time with their children. So potentially working remotely. People are no longer going to depend on working 9 to 5. A lot of people are going to be working remotely, or they're going to have robots who actually do them themselves so that they can actually live the luxurious life that you're supposed to live. Not as the effect of COVID. That is the long-term effect. That's amazing. That's beautiful. The first time I've ever seen this. And we have here as well is that it's going to become the end of money and wealth being transferred to the wrong people, and it's going to start to become about justice for everybody. And it feels like we're going to be able to enter into the next phase of manifestation. The manifestation is going to be the next one that propels a lot of us forward. A lot of us are going to go into the next couple of decades with manifestation skills. And you can kind of see that already on YouTube. A lot of people talking about manifestation, how to manifest. So a lot of people will be manifesting a lot of money, and people are going to be very well off. So again, that is what I'm seeing. I will also be offering a class as well soon on how to manifest if you are interested in something like that. Definitely keep a look at, follow my channel, stay subscribed, and you'll be able to be notified when that comes out. So I hope that answers your question. There's a very bright future after COVID. Very. That could take a couple of decades, but we're getting there. Thank you. I'm glad you guys like the immunity. I hope that helps. Local food chain prices are rising rapidly as well as goods shortages. Will this continue? Okay, so Linda, that is a very gorgeous question. Well, not gorgeous, but it's a very good question. However, it does not relate to today's topic. So I recommend you put it in the description in my website, what I put in the description below. You can go into that website and submit your question directly, and I will make a video specifically pertaining to that, as I feel like there needs to be a very localized question. A lot of readings on it. I feel like today would not be the right appropriate way to answer that, and I want to make sure you get the right answer. All right, so you want to know what would be the next question, like what would change permanently? I think I mentioned a lot of it. Hi, Sakyan. Hi, Irene. What's up, love? We'll talk about that in a moment. I just want to read what Irene had to say. Oh no, definitely keep me updated, Irene. I hope he's okay. So I think food is going to be the next topic as well. We'll talk about that in like maybe Monday. Reading if you submit it, I'll make the video first. Whoever submits it goes first always. Everyone, please say a prayer for Irene, brother-in-law. So let's just take a moment to send him love and light and energy. Okay, I did that. If you need to pause your video, definitely do that now. See, we won't talk about Trump anymore. I'm sorry, love. Trump is no longer a thing of the past on the channel. We don't really talk about Trump anymore. But I will be doing a brief video soon on whether or not Trump is running in 2024. But as of right now, we won't be talking about Donald Trump unless he announces that publicly that he's running. Then we'll talk about him again. Okay, so let's see. So what is going to be the next question? What would change permanently? I think I really answered the question. It's a lot of moving forward. We're going to experience a lot of beautiful things from it. Anyone with any last questions? Anyone will have any last questions, particularly relating to COVID, please? So, Spirit Angel, please tell me, what else do we need to know about COVID-19? Okay. You're welcome, Irene. Keep me updated, okay? There's so many major economies. Oh, my God. Okay. There's a lot of major economies. We have one, two, three, four, five. Five major economies out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cards. So we have a lot of major economies here centered around everything that we need to know about COVID. Hi, Tara. What's up, love? You must be new here. All right, so we have here as well as we have the 5 are cups, but 3 are down and 2 are up. And what this is telling me right now is that it feels like there's going to be about a little bit of bumpy road ahead of us, particularly for the United States as well. But this is talking worldwide here. But there's going to be a little bit of a bumpy road. We have here is we have the 10 of cups, the roles card reversed, right? We were in peace, we're in harmony in terms of our health. But a lot of our world has been upside down since COVID-19 came onto the scene, right? We have here is we have the 3 of Wands. And this is very interesting because what this is telling me here is that there's going to be a sense of what happened kind of thing. Like, what happened? And I feel like there's going to be a lot of support. Again, I mentioned this many times on my channel, that there's going to start to become a lot of support in terms of healthcare, universal healthcare for a lot of people. And this is going to be pushed towards both the Republican, particularly liberal Republicans, so to speak, are going to be pushing for the package of universal health care. And I feel like a lot of it's going to be very well backed by not only minorities, but by poor Americans. And that also refers to white people as well. We have the devil in reverse. And what this is speaking to me is that the era of corruption in America is coming to an end. The world's wide corruption around the world, not getting the proper healthcare, has actually damaged a lot of countries, and a lot of people want to hold on to power, and so they're going to try to initiate a lot of more liberal leaning policies and more progressive policies. So I am sensing here that there is going to be a push in the future in terms of COVID, that there's going to start being a lot of talk about healthcare. We have the justice. Right now, the justice is leaning Republican. This is the Republican Party, the Democrats. They're not going to come into union yet. They're not in union because the 2 of cups reversed. It tells me here that they're not in union. But when the time is right, they're going to have to push forward. They're going to have to really push it to kind of find out what is going to happen. Thank you, Catherine. You're so sweet. Welcome, love. You must be new here. I haven't seen you in a while. Any last minute things? Are we going to receive health care? We have the Queen of Wands. It's within the spiritual divine timing that we're going to receive healthcare. And this is what's going to really save us all. And again, I spoke about this many times before, that part of what we're experiencing now is leading us towards universal healthcare. I'm trying to find other questions that I must make sure. All right, so what about schooling? Catherine, if you have a question, put it in question. I'll do yours first. Nymph, yes, what about schooling? What will become of it moving forward from the effect of COVID? If you have not watched my The Future of School or Future of Education, definitely recommend that video. In that video, I talk about New York City specifically, about schooling, because somebody asked a specific question and it's related to the topic, therefore I did it. And what I saw was that there was going to be feeling of like, vaccinated kids go to school, but a lot of non-vaccinated have the choice of not getting vaccinated, and they will stay home and do remotely. So that is what I saw. We're going to do a general overview, like a quick overview of school. But if you want to really want to know more about it, definitely check out that video particularly. A lot of my videos are very, very covered in very specific topics, because I want to make sure you guys aren't today's topic, September, blah, blah, blah. And you guys really don't know about what I'm talking about. I want to make it more specific so you know what you're going into, but this is related. What about schooling? What will become of COVID-19? Well, how will education and schooling moving forward be affected by COVID? We'll kind of get like a small overview. Okay. All right. So I know a lot of you guys don't really care about student tuition and stuff like that. I noticed that a lot, but I'm going to do it anyway. What I've gotten here in the past is that there was a lot of success when schooling became a very big thing. In the 1950s, people got to school and they came out with better careers, better money. However, the past is the past. That's not our reality anymore. We have in the middle, we have the Queen of Wands. It's a spiritual revolution. This is that dark night of the soul for a lot of schools and universities. People are going to start to drop out. The schools are going to start doing really bad. And it all comes down to the fact that do you want to be in debt your entire life? Or do you want to be able to live a more equalized, balanced life? That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing here that there's going to be student loans being forgiven. I feel like education is going to start to become more free because education should be free, should be equalized, you should be able to have the opportunity to better yourself. We have here as well, we have the king of stores. It's not going to happen under President Biden. I feel like it's going to happen when a new incumbent or a new person is in power. Right? This person's going to end up leaving, but eventually. But as of right now, Biden's in office. I don't see him doing anything specifically in terms of school. But in the future, I do see a potential future for it. It's for education as well. So yeah, specifically NIM, yes, definitely for college student. I'm a college student who dropped out because it's too expensive. Okay, so will we have to deal with COVID-19 Gamma or Lambda variant in 2021? All right, Google. I made a video specifically about Lambda, so I'm not going to answer that question. Definitely go back in my video. Definitely check out that one. But I'll talk about COVID-19 Gamma because I never spoke about that specific one before. So let's take a look. Will we in the United States have to deal with COVID-19 Gamma in 2021? Yeah. Yep. Okay, this was upright, so we're just going to take that here. This is the vaccine card, by the way. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm seeing here. We have the magician card, right? This is the brand new variant, right? Coming through. We have the brand new variant, the magician, right? It was all because look at this. Look down the table, right? We have the cup, we have the pentacle, we have the sword, we have the wand, and then we have this one. Is what I'm sensing is that what this Lambda variant is that it has a little bit of each variant, each mutation, and it makes the brand new one. Is what I'm sensing here. And I'm sensing that there are three big ones. I think the COVID UK variant was very big in the United States with the COVID one. I'm seeing Brazil and another one. There's going to be another variant that's going to be really big in the United States, particularly Delta. That's what it is. There's three big ones in the past, right? We have here under the magician that we have the vaccine. They're going to make a vaccine that is extremely powerful, really powerful one, more powerful than the ones we have now. And in the right side here is we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of swords. I might be incorrect. But what I'm sensing here that there is a sense of I don't know where to go. Like, I'm scared of all the variants. I'm feeling for you is that you need to really relax and just understand if it's meant to be here, it's going to come. Remember, this is a very spiritual virus. It's supposed to be here in certain countries that teach a specific lesson, right? Then we also have here as well, we have the 6 of Pentacles reversed. When the time is right, we're going to know. We're going to get out of this eventually. And I feel like the COVID-19 variant, I feel like it's not going to be coming. I feel like Gamba is not as effective in terms of in the United States, but it might be more effective globally. I don't see it will come overseas. I feel like if anything, the United States will develop their own accidental Gamba disease, but it won't be one outside of the United States with wherever it is specifically. We're going to go to Catherine first, as I promised her. Okay. Catherine, I understand your question is not related to today's topic, but since the hurricane is coming and I have not mentioned it, I do normally do natural disaster, but I'm making an exception for you. Just give me a moment. You guys are really trying to do a lot of questions today. I never had this many people ask questions. Okay, so spirits and angels tell me, what is the damage from the hurricane that is hitting Louisiana? Okay, flooding. Yeah, there's going to be flooding. A lot of flooding. All right, so we have here in the past, we have a lot of flooding going on. You kind of see here, this is the average human being in terms of height. And you can kind of see all the water coming. I feel like there's going to be a massive flooding. I feel like a lot of the parts of the state, maybe New Orleans, going to be sunk in water. We have here as well, we have the King of Wands. I think this is going to be on part of the governor or the state representatives of Louisiana. I do feel like they're playing a major role in this. The way they handle it will determine whether or not they get reelected. We have here as well as we have the moon. It feels like there's only a little bit of land, but you can kind of see the buildings are underwater. I'm sensing a lot of water surrounding Louisiana. We have here as well, we have the Ace of Cups. It won't be a terrific flood. It won't be like what happened during Katrina, but I'm sensing there's going to be some sense of flood, at least mild flooding. And we have here, this will be probably your 4th hurricane, potentially. I think that's what it is. Let's just take a look at Earth magic quickly and just kind of see what Earth is going through. We have your childhood. It's going back to innocent. It's going to try to clear out a lot of people's homes to try to bring them back to the main part of understanding what it means to be a part of nature. So that is what is occurring right now. What is going on in the hurricane that's hitting Louisiana? And this also goes to the surrounding areas like Texas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, and of course, Oklahoma. We have here fairies, earth magic. This is again something that's supposed to happen with divine timing. And we have green man synergy. It's going to bring back a lot of native species. I feel like there's going to be a brand new ecosystem that's going to come out of this earthquake. Out of this hurricane, excuse me. I'm glad you appreciate my explanation. Because you got to ask a lot of questions. All right, hold on. Let me just get back to NIMP. All right, so we have here, will we soon head to the dark ages type of era from COVID before the good happens? Scary question. Thank you, Louisa. I appreciate it. Love you. Thank you so much. Will we soon head to the dark ages type of era from COVID before the good happens? That's a good question. I'll get like a quick yes or no. I initially don't sense it. I feel like they're gonna be coming out of it more so. We're gonna come out of it rather than go back into it. But that's defeating the purpose. The dark period is more so like getting hit with more pandemic or more outbreaks until we learn the lesson, but not particularly anything else. Well, we should head to the dark ages type of era, but after COVID ends. I really don't feel the energy though. Now, I feel like what it really feels like, if there's anything in terms of putting us back to the dark ages, it's going to be more of the conservative approach. It's going to be more of that Catholic traditional type energy, not specifically talking about the religion aspect, but more so going back to the patriarchy. If that happens, we're heading backwards. If we get rid of the patriarchy, we're going forward. Is what I'm sensing here. Because we have here the patriarchy ruling among destruction. We have here the King of Wands, the energy of conservative, traditional proceed. Oh, the way, this is not how my life used to be. And then in the future, we have here going to come to an end. And I see that it's going to be stolen. Like going with the patriarchy is going to dissipate. Yep. Right, we're going to have to make a decision. And we're going to put that out of power. So I feel like eventually what we're going through is just kind of purge, basically. We're purging the old way of doing things. The programming, basically. Okay, hi, Chris. I'm on Social Security. Are we getting 2,000 stimulus anytime soon? Okay, I did say earlier, but we are getting stimulus checks. Let's just take a quick look and then, yeah. It's not necessarily relating to today's topic, but that's okay because I did mention it earlier. Just give me a moment. Let me just go to app break so I can kind of relax for a second. It's really hot in here. That's not normal. Hello, everyone. As you see on the screen right now, we have 34% of YouTube recommending our content. The best way for us to raise this number or bar higher is by subscribing, hitting the bell icon, and liking this video and sharing it with other people. And don't also forget to comment in the section below what you think of the video and its content. It will be extremely helpful for us getting other people to know all about our channel, what we do here. If you do love the channel, definitely try to help out as much as you could. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys, and I hope you enjoy the content. Bye. All right, so let's take a look. So, Spirit saying it's attorney for Gloria. For Social Security in general, will they be receiving a $2,000 stimulus check anytime soon? Have you received it yet? Have you called the IRS? Because I called the IRS and it apparently came to me, but it came to someone else's bank account. Have you called? We have here in reverse, you have the Queen of Swords in reverse to the Democrats. I have a feeling that the Republicans are not going to budge on this particular issue. The Republicans are going to hold on. I typically see the more conservative Democrats like Christian Cinema and all those type of people really portraying that. We have here as well, if we have the Three of Pentacles, there's an opportunity, there's going to be a bill that's going to come out. But I do see in the future that it might be 3,000 instead of 2,000. So it might be 3. Okay. Will there be another lockdown? And that's the question I was supposed to look at earlier, but apparently I didn't. All right. Let's see. Will there be another lockdown, Spirit Angel? Yep. I always said there was going to be another lockdown. Yep. We're going to have another lockdown. When are we going to have another lockdown? From COVID. When are we going to be in lockdown again? In the United States. If you want me to look at other countries, let me know. But, okay. Final outcome card. Okay. Here's a cup. Let me just take a look at the timeline here. I don't really know. I use a lot of my intuition. So let's just kind of see what my written notes said. Oh, right here. All right, let's just see. And then I'm going to tell you what my intuition feels and what the cards say, what they mean. All right, so we have here, we have the 4 stories. I feel like a lot of states are going to go on their 4th lockdown, or it's going to be 4 lockdown total. It's being challenged by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some states have 7 lockdowns. And we also have here as well, we have the Page of Cups reverse. It's never going to be 1. We have cups here. We have a lot of cups. We have a month here. We have 4 stories. We're talking about week, spring, morning. We also have cups here. We're talking about month, autumn, afternoon. So I feel like we have 4 weeks up until autumn. I don't know when autumn is specifically. If someone could tell me when autumn is going to take place. Sometime after the equinox, the autumn equinox, or whenever we change time zone, we go back an hour or go an hour ahead. We're going to go in lockdown soon. Yeah. But we have here, there's going to be 4, right? In 4 weeks. I feel like 4 weeks to a month, we're going to go in lockdown. So I'm expecting September, late September, early September, even early October, we're going to be a lockdown. I do feel the energy there to be in that time period. So yeah, there will be another lockdown. Let's see how many there are going to be total. Let's just take a quick look. How many lockdowns we have total in the United States? Okay, we got that. Whew. 3. Yeah, so 3 to 4. I feel like there might be 3 more. How many lockdowns will we have in the future? Let's just kind of see. Okay, so we have, okay, that makes a lot of sense here. We have here, there's going to be 3. We had 3 in the past. We're going to go into the 3rd one. We're going to have 2 more in the future. So I feel like there's going to be 3 more lockdowns coming our way. We haven't been into the 3rd one yet, the Page of Pentacles. I do feel like we're going to be a lockdown again. Yeah, the energy's there. I feel the energy. Like almost like I knew this was going to happen. Let's see. I wonder if they're ever going to name the variant Omega. I don't really think that's an important question, so we're not going to cover that one. I'm sorry. I wonder if there's a powerful vac is the NovaVax one. The NovaVax one, I think, is the moth cells. I think that is the 4th one, and it's going to come out in October, I believe, or in September. That's the one that my guys told me. So whatever the 4th one comes out in the United States is going to be the best one to take, just for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a practicing professional. Please, any decision you make outside of this video is your decision only and not mine. My guy told me that would be the best one for me specifically. All right, so Spirit saying, so tell me, what do we need to know about the NovaVax? I never actually covered that video specifically. I did talk about it briefly, though. Is it the powerful vaccine? Is the NovaVax the powerful vaccine? Let's just ask that. Will it be the best one? Will the NovaVax vaccine be the best one? We have no major comments here. No. All right, so we have we have three vaccines here, right? We have Moderna, Pfizer, and of course Johnson and Johnson. We have here there's a lot of testing, a lot of FDA approval that needs to go through. We have here, I don't feel like it's going to be the fourth vaccine that comes out. If anything, it's going to be number 5. It's going to be the fifth vaccine. However, they're not going to be very well liked. A lot of people are not going to take that specific vaccine. So no, I don't think it's the NovaVax. We have here as well as we have the Emperor's card reverse. It's not eco-friendly. Because it's not eco-friendly, it's not also economically friendly or eco-friendly to you as well. We have here the King of Swords. It's not going to be as effective in terms of fighting the variant. I don't know why. I feel like the other 3 are more effective than this one. We have the Knight of Swords Wands reverse, and it tells me here that they have a lot of work to do. I feel like maybe the testing isn't as accurate as they initially wanted it to be. And because of it, I feel like if they were, you're kind of more of a lab rat than actually getting what you promise. So I feel like, no, I don't feel like the vaccine, the Nova vaccine, is going to be a good one. I feel like it's going to come out, but it's going to be the 5th vaccine that comes out. So they're waiting on the 4th one. So whatever the 4th one is. So no, this won't be the 4th one. So no, this won't be the one. September 21st. Okay, so it's right around where we were talking about. Okay, interesting. California is trying to pass a mandate where people will be required to show proof of vaccines at indoor businesses. Interesting. Yeah, I won't be able to go anywhere until I get vaccinated. It's fine, but I'm waiting on the 4th one. Let's see. I love you too. Okay, well, people value marriage more since COVID plays people in more lonely demeanors. Marriage is going to skyrocket, but so will divorces. I do feel like there's going to be a very high marriage rate, but a very high divorce rate. So definitely expect that. I'm not really going to read on that, but that's something I knew. So it just doesn't really take a study to know that one. Will it be a strict lockdown? It depends on where you are. So let's take a look. Will there be a very strict lockdown in the United States? We never really had a lockdown with Biden as president, so this should be interesting. Let me get my tarot deck. Okay. You have the little takeover tarot that we're going to take. We're going to get more information on the tarot card. Let me put this in here, kind of declutter everything. What do we need to know about this tarot card? Will there be a very strict lockdown? I did not intend to be on this long. I'm going to be honest with you guys, but a lot of you came on today, which is actually shocking. So thank you all for coming. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man reverse. Interesting. So we have the Page of Cups in reverse. And this is very interesting because what this tells me here is that there's going to be this sense around this of uncertainty. That there's going to be, oh no, what happened? But it also feels like it's just normal. Like it just be like, oh, okay, we'll just be home. Like, people are going to start to enjoy being home. And that's what's going to really drastically change a lot of things. We have in the past, though, we have the Ace of Cups, and it's just very interesting because what this lockdown is going to talk about is that a lot of people haven't been able to see the benefits of being at home with family. By healing trauma, healing life, and spending time together, people have not been able to do that. Right? It's always been work, money, but it's never about family. Right? That card comes in reverse. I don't know what it is with this card, but the card comes up a lot in this reading today. We have here again, it's talking about the sense of being in lockdown, feeling shut out, right? And it falls underneath the Page of Cups. But feeling the sense of normality, uncertainty ahead, right? Feeling that there's going to be uncertainty. However, we have the Tower card. It's not going to be as strict as it was. But there's going to be a lot of leniency. Like, it feels like a lot of the information that they've been spreading, misinformation, it's not going to be what it is going to be like. But we also have here as well, we have the Hanged Man. A lot of you guys are not going to be hanged upside down where you're being restricted, like you can't go where you want to go. It feels as if what is going to end up happening is that there's going to be a lot of flexibility. It is just that they need to find a right way to find that flexibility. And we have the Death card reverse. There's going to be a sense of rebirth coming. That it's almost like something's going to be reborn. Something new is coming. That's what I'm feeling for this specific thing. I don't see a strict lockdown. I see more flexibility. More flexible than what happened under Trump. Maria, will Gruesome Newsom get taken out in a recall and Kevin Paffel be elected? No. Okay, let me talk to you about that in a second. All right, so we're not supposed to be covering random questions, but it's okay. If you had not checked out my recall election in California, I said more likely than not, if Gavin Newsom gets recalled, he's going to be a Republican. Let me explain why. Let me just do the math quickly. So just say, and I saw this in the card said it, but also tell you the statistical standpoint. Just say 4 million Democrats come out and they say no. They actually, apparently, according to the report, I didn't know this, that Democrats cannot vote for the second part, where it tells you, okay, so if you say no, you want to keep Gavin Newsom in office, you can't pick who you want after that. But if you say yes, you can pick who you want in office. So just say 4 million Democrats came out and said no, they want to keep Gavin Newsom in office, but Republicans came out and say, 4.1 million come out and say yes, remove Gavin Newsom, but only 1 million of Democrats said yes for removal. And Kevin Paffel is a Democrat running against multiple Republicans trying to replace Gavin Newsom. Those 4 million Republicans need to have garner enough Republican support to tackle Kevin. Basically, it kind of think about it this way. If there is not a collection, there's 40 counters running, right? 40. The only way that Kevin will be able to prevail is he needs to make sure that they are divided. The Republican vote is split among 40 counters but him. And all the Democrats go to him. If it goes to him, he triumphs. But very unlikely, more likely than not a Republican, and the card state as well. So I hope that kind of gives you a more likely understanding. I did see a Republican, particularly a woman, would take over. So it could be like Caitlyn Jenner, could be also as well Larry Elder, as well, another one. But I always thought Gavin Newsom be removed. I have never got one card that says he's going to stay in office. Although my statistical standpoint, when I'm doing data with Al Taro, it says yes, he had a 51% chance of staying in office to 48% removal. But when it comes to Taro, more likely than not, he is more likely to be removed than actually be stayed in office. It varied this year, September 22nd, 2021 at 3:21 p.m. Eastern time. That is the spring, the fall equinox or autumn equinox when I'm talking about lockdown. So thank you for that. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, love. That's actually a good question. Thank you, Julie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're so sweet. Much love to you, Julie. So I hope that helped a little bit of Maria. I will do more video. I'll do another video soon on the recall election. I can kind of have an update. Will lockdown be nationwide or state by state? Spirit Angel, tell me, will we have a lockdown nationwide in the United States, or will it be state by state? I heard nationwide. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be nationwide. I feel like Biden's going to be the one that's like, all right, this is what we need to do. And here's Kamala. And he's going to pass on to Kamala. So potentially Kamala might be giving a speech, or she might make the declaration that the United States is going on lockdown again. And then here we have the centers. We have the Queen of Cups, Kamala Harris. So yes, I do feel like what's going to end up happening is we are going to go on lockdown, but it's going to be nationwide, not statewide. And I feel like Biden wants to make sure that everything is being protected, and the best way to have the most effect is you need to be able to grapple everybody, right? All right, guys. If you have not already, and I want to put this out here, if you have not followed the channel, definitely consider following this news channel that I created called What If Tarot, where the possibilities are endless. In this channel, you'll be able to find and be able to ask any possible questions like, oh, what would have happened had the internet been invented in the 80s, and how much would that affect our life? So you'll be able to ask many questions without any worrisome what possibilities or danger ahead. You can kind of just ask whatever, like what would have happened had the Roman Empire still existed today? Like you can ask that and you kind of wonder. It's okay to ask questions like that. And I made that type of channel. So if you are interested in something like that. Hi, pros of Story Bay. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, love? there any other questions that I'm missing? The link, I believe, is in the chat. Hold on, maybe let me copy this right for you. I'll drop that right in the chat for you right now. Okay, that is my website. Just scroll down to where it says, let me show you right now on your screen. Hold on. If you go onto my website, which I put in the live chat, you can scroll down. You can find all the things. You can book a video with me. You can submit your video request here. So if you want me to do a specific video, you can, of course, put that in. Contact request if you have any sort of vision, dreams, anything. You want some analysis, and you will give me permission to upload it. I will do that. You can find that here. Then, of course, we have here my channel, then my generous donation, of course, for other social media. And you can click whatever channel. You just click What If Tarot, and it will take you to that channel. So that is basically how you use my website. There you go. I'll see it I'll put it in the description for you now. I know that you guys were asking. No, it's actually in the description. I don't know if it's updated yet. Anyway, guys, I love you. Have a very beautiful night. Sleep well. This is a lot longer video than I anticipated, but it's okay. Thank you all for showing today. Thank you for your numerous and amount of support that you have shown me. I really do love it. I do love talking to you guys. I hope you find this video to be informative, very enlightening, not doom and gloom. Of course, that's not ever my intention. I hope you guys enjoy the background and you find it nice and peaceful. If you guys don't know already, I'm not going to do another live tonight. I feel like there's too many questions. I feel kind of drained already. I feel very hot. And so I'm going to take a break tonight. But expect on Monday to do another video on a native curse on the president elected in the year of zero. Hi, ES. What's up, love? Thank you, Nip. Yeah, so we'll be talking about that, a little overview of what that is. Basically, the Native American curse is basically where a curse was put on every president elected in the year of zero. So just say Biden was elected in 2020, which is in the year of zero. So we'll take a look and see, will that effect happen any going forward? All right, guys, I love you, and I hope you have a very beautiful night. Bye.